Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all having a great day. Today's skincare series is going to be on Retin A and retinol products and how I use them. I am a person who has not been able or has not been very lucky using Retin A products because my skin, they just were very, because I'm dry by nature and it was just a hot mess, let's just say that. I would get very irritated, very red, and the peeling was excessive. But I think that was due to maybe being a little heavy-handed with the product and not really playing around with how I use those products. So I did a lot of reading, a lot of researching, and decided I would give it another try. So from Premier Look, which I will have a coupon code below, if you're interested in ordering any of the products that I mentioned that is from Premier Look, you can get 20% off with this code. I need to say this up front, and please everyone hear me. I am not making a penny off of this. I am not in cahoots or anything like that. I simply believe in buying my skincare, medical grade skincare products from an authorized dealer. And most sites will have, when you come up on a product, they will have if they are an authorized dealer or not. Premier Look is part of a plastic surgeon's office, and Brianna Stanko here from YouTube is the owner of Premier Look, and she was kind enough, out of the blue, to offer me a code for my YouTube friends. Okay, so if you're interested in any of the products from any of these videos in this series, fill your card up and wait until the last video and then buy, because you can get 20% off. Okay? Alright, so let's get back to the Retin A products. So I decided to try the Obai's Refissa. And this one here is the 0.05%. Now it is my understanding that the Refissa is formulated a little bit different. It has an emollient in it, so that it is less harsh. For those, I think this is a better way to go if you're somebody who has had problems with the generic. My first tube was from my dermatologist. I went to my grocery store, had it filled, although I did not pay astronomical amounts of money for it. It was like $5 to have filled. It was horrible. I just could not get that product to work for me. So then I decided, from hearing many people on YouTube, Lisa D1 being one of them, talking about it several times, I decided to go ahead and try the Refissa again. And I've been using it for a while, and I learned how to use it for myself. Now, because I am someone who is excessively dry, I use it probably different than other people, but hopefully in about a year, I will see the results that this is supposed to do. Now, this is not an overnight product. This is a 6 months to a year. I guess the longer you use it, the better it works for you. You'll see your results. Okay, so this is how I use it. I use it on Mondays and Thursdays only. When I started out, I used it Monday. And I am talking about a pea size, half of a pea size. And I would take it, I would dot, 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 dot. And then I would pat, I would take it and disperse it, and then I would just rub it lightly all over, avoiding my whole eye area and the folds between my nose, because those areas would get really irritated. I've never used it on my eyes, but you must realize that when you use products, because our body heats up, they do find their ways to other parts of the face. So even though I'm not applying it near my eyes at all, I do get the exfoliation because the heat from my body sends it that way. So I know after I've used this, I'll have some dry flakiness in here, I'll have some flakiness underneath, but have no fear, because I took care. I have ways to take care of that. You learn that in my glycolic cleansing videos, that I like to use the glycolic products to help break up that nasty glue that's holding them on. It's not glue, but that's what we like to call it here in the skincare world. It will help to break up and it helps to slough all that dead skin off when you have a little bit of help from other products. So anyway, I use this on Mondays and Thursdays only, a very small amount, and the reason why I chose Monday and Thursday is because it gives me Tuesday and Wednesday in between, and then it gives me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in between. So my skin is having enough time to rest, even though this is still working. This is like little worker bees. This is still working even when you're not putting it on. You do have to use a sunscreen with this product. They say, I've read some articles that really say that it doesn't make you sensitive to the sun, but we're not going to go along with it. We're going to pretend that it does. So a sunscreen is very important when you're using this. I only use it at night, never during the day, because sun makes it inactive. So don't bother wasting it during the day. In the beginning, I noticed the flakies. I still get flakies every now and then, but again, I've told you how I take care of that. Now here's how I use it that's going to be very different. And this I learned through reading and a lot of research. Now, I will do my regular cleansing, my toning, whatever. And then I will put this on my face and I will leave it about 30 minutes. So obviously I'm allowing myself enough time to get ready before bed. I allow about 30 minutes for this to soak in. Once I've done that, I come in with a facial oil, and the one I'm using right now is by Guerlain, and I'm just finishing it up. You can see there's only a little bit left. I've used many different face oils and I change them all the time. This is a beautiful oil. It's very expensive. Not necessary to go out and buy this oil. Even I've noticed that even the drugstore, some of the lines are coming out with beautiful facial oils. So find the one that works for you, that fits in your budget, and go for it. I do like, I think it's called number 9, not the brand. I can't remember number 7. I can't remember what Colleen Rothschild's facial oil is called, but I really like that one too. Anyway, I'm using the Abeille Royale, excuse me, by Guerlain. After I've let my Retin A product sit for 30 minutes to soak in, I then apply a facial oil over it, and then I go along with my rest of my skincare with moisturizer or anything like that. And I read about this in an article and I thought that is genius to try that, because you're not stopping the working power of your vitamin A because you've allowed it to soak in. And once it's soaked in, nothing's going to take it away. But by putting the oil on over it, I'm giving extra moisture. Now, if you have a really good night cream that gives you great moisture, put it on 30 minutes after you've done your Retin A. Now, some people might be flipping over right now and watching this video, but when you have a hard time using it and you want to use it, we got to find ways, and this is doing it for me. Okay? But I will say that on my nights off from using the Retin A, now this is probably my 3rd or 4th tube of this. I actually did a video talking about this product before, because in all my reading I also read that for those of us who have a very hard time using a Retinol A product, that we should use a retinol product, which is usually anything you find from drugstore to department stores. It's usually some sort of retinol product, which is a derivative of a weaker formula of Retin A. It said, this article said, you should acclimate your skin using retinol products. So I think Joelle sent me my first tube of this, and I started using it, and I saw little bits of peeling, but not a lot. But I continue to use this product in between until I am able to work up using this full time. I continue on my nights off, so I would use this on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is a very mild form of retinol product, and it is by Roche Posay. I like, if you can't afford the higher end, I like La Roche-Posay, even Vichy, which you can find in Ulta, some Ultas. My Ultas do not carry them. Or you can order these online from a good company. But the La Roche-Posay, the Bioderma, the Aven, the Vichy, these lines, I say, are probably better than your average drugstore. So if you can go up a notch in your budget or maybe save a little bit more, you're getting pretty good products here, okay? So I use the La Roche-Posay Redermic R to continue to acclimate my skin so that I can eventually use the Refissa full time. That's just how I do it. So in the comments, because that's the end of this video, in the comments, let me know if you have started to acclimate your skin for vitamin A, because I did talk about this a while ago, if it's working for you. And for those of you who have used the Retin A, tell us about your wonderful results, because you know I'd always love to hear about the results. Okay, so that is my Retin A and how I use it video, part of the series. I think this is 3, so now we're going to go on to 4. And yes, I'm recording this all on the same day, so the hair is the same, the outfit's the same, you know. Anyway, yeah, so in your comments, tell us what you use in the Retin A product and how it's working for you. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. We're anti-aging here. Be happy, be healthy, be beautiful. And most of all, my friends, you go out in the world and be lovable. I love you all. Bisous.